Welcome back to the green room. It is now time for Grandmaster Beluschak to show us some of the martial arts that we were talking about earlier. What do you got first, John? Whoa! Good first move there to start things off. What exactly do you call that there?
It's a control technique.
Okay. Ooh. I think you damaged my elbow there. All I did was, I was trying to say we're ready to go.
Well, what we try to teach in hapkido is not to hurt your partner, but to keep you from hurting me.
Oh, okay.
And all I'm doing is you grab me here as your arm's bent. I just kind of drop down, bring this around.
Oh, I see.
And you can see it hurts when it's on.
Yeah.
I could transport. Yeah, I can still protect myself.
Yes, you can.
But when I let you go, you're okay.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
no pain.
No pain.
No evidence.
So it's just pure defense.
Pure defense, yes.
Okay, let's say I'm your enemy and I'm coming at you with a punch. What do you do then?
Well, one thing I do here is by hitting the radial nerve in the arm, you probably feel your arm numbing a little bit.
A little bit, just a little bit.
This opens up your hand, and it's very easy like this.
Yeah.
Just to take control of your attacker.
That is very easy. All right. Okay, I got this one. What if someone comes up to you, looking like they're gonna punch, but they come with a kick?
Ah, okay, very good.
Okay. All right.
Some kicks we have in hapkido are specifically designed as kick defenses. So maybe if you was going to throw a roundhouse kick at me, I'd attack your leg.
Ah, okay.
So if you got a
Before
kick,
it gets there. Yep, and then that person has a dead leg.
Then come in with a wrist lock.
Oh, okay. Just like that. That's not too bad. All right. What else do you got for us? Some basic moves or, just self-defense techniques.
Well, a lot of techniques, as we teach earlier, we do a lot of techniques might be sometimes necessary, almost necessary is to escape your attacker. So, for example, if you'd grab me here, and let's say maybe it wasn't too threatening of a situation, you got a good grip on me there, all I could do is just simply get away from you and escape my attacker.
Well, I'm guessing, if this person is really trying to attack you and they just do that and you escape, let's say you're walking away, what if they, come from behind you and you maybe sense it coming that they're going to go for you here? What do you think you would do?
Well, go ahead, let's give it a shot here.
All right.
So you grab from behind. Obviously, if you grab me like this, I don't know what hand you have me with or what side. Simply drop down, strike, strike.
Yep, right there in the
standard self-defense moves.
All right, that's it's pretty good. Catch my breath there. Got me a little bit there. All right. Let's say someone is coming at you, with a weapon. Let's say, I don't have one with me, but like a bow staff or something like that. What's the first thing you do? Do you stop the object or do you stop the person?
Well, one thing we teach in hapkido is to redirect the force of the attack. We call that theory non-resistance.
Okay.
So if I'm in agreement with the attack and I become part of the attack, it's hard for you to hurt me. So it's a little bit of a different concept.
Okay. So let's pretend like we're demonstrating. Like if I'm coming at you.
Well, it's hard to do without an empty hand, but pretty much almost like the same theory.
You're on the street, someone's coming at you. What would you do?
With a weapon?
Yes.
I try to be very reasonable with the person and say, please don't mess with me.
All right. Hopefully that would work out.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Off the top of your head here, what are the basics that you try and teach your younger students?
Well, one of the things we teach 3 levels of personal defense. Level 1 is avoidance and awareness. We don't want you to walk around paranoid a little bit. We teach our students to be aware of what's going on around them. Avoid anything that could do you harm.
Yeah, have your head on a swivel, so to speak.
Exactly. Like I said, not being paranoid, but it's just part of your martial arts. You're a little bit more conscientious of what's going on around you. Next comes the confrontation. And the confrontation is when an attacker comes up and tries to get permission to get close to you. If it's a guy, maybe with another guy, I might come up and want to start a fight with you. So we teach 2 things on a confrontation. Diffuse the situation by giving a stay away talk to your opponent or eye contact. Okay. Have you ever been sucker punched?
No.
Thank God. Most people would attest that they've never seen it coming. So, and if I'm first, if I'm aware and I'm able to avoid what's happening, whenever I get a confrontation, to where, let's say, maybe it's a child and a parent, maybe an adult's coming up to them and they get a little bit too close to them, we simply tell them the stay away command might be, sir, stay away from me, I don't want a problem with you. And I keep my eyes on you.
Right to the point.
Especially with a bullying issue right now. If, let's say if a child's having a problem with a bully or whatever, first off, they see there's maybe some bad behavior going around, they're aware of it, they avoid it.
Yeah.
But when a bully would confront you, and say, hey, punk, give me this, give me a quarter or whatever, simply the stay away command is, stay away from me, I don't want to fight with you. I will if I have to, just leave me alone. Now, whoever breaks eye contact first loses.
Just like that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, if you can't deal with it, if you can't deal with the confrontation, it's hard when you get to level 3, attack and defend, to take anything. Because most people, when they're confronted by somebody, they kind of shy away.
Yeah.
So with me being able to assert some authority, sometimes just that in itself would totally diffuse a situation.
And the eye contact.
Before it gets to attack.
I think that's a major part of it.
Exactly, right.
It's just very intimidating, if someone yells at you and then maintains eye contact.
Sure.
You mentioned bullying in school. I think a very popular form of, abuse that comes with bullying is just a standard shove, What's the best way, if you're a little child at school and, if someone just comes up to you, you don't even see it coming. Maybe you do, maybe you're facing them, but, they just come in straight for a shove.
First off, be a little bit desensitized to that. I teach my students, if you get someone comes up and starts shoving around and gets you in your face, don't take it personal, take it professional.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are shoved, I think with martial arts, it kind of desensitizes you a little bit when there is some physical contact like that. That shove has no bearing to hurt you. However, if you were shoving me or whatever, and I kind of stand back or, go ahead, I get the hands away.
Yeah? And then, boom, with the wrist again.
With the wrist lock.
All right.
So sometimes that's simple, but in a lot of times, if you just kind of hold your ground and assert some authority and just say, hey, leave me alone. I don't want to fight with you. And you keep your eyes on the partner. I learned a long time ago, bullies don't like to fight. They like to bully.
Yeah. That's true. Well, hopefully, that's limited in schools nowadays, and especially with you're teaching the younger kids, about the judo and hapkido and just, self-defense.
Well, we kind of look at a self-defense situation two ways. One way would be a provoked attack, where you're confronted by somebody, in a bullying type situation, or maybe a child dealing with a child predator, or maybe a woman being confronted with an adult attacker. I call that a provoked attack. An unprovoked attack might be if you just happen to be at the Mac machine or getting in your car, all of a sudden you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, and somebody ambushes you and grabs you. Both have challenges, because sometimes when it's a provoked attack, you get a little bit emotionally connected to what's happening. And it's very easy to react two ways, fear or anger. Okay? So we try to teach our students not to react to the situation, but to respond to it. Okay? An unprovoked attack, it's about responding to it. You get somebody that grabs you, like you grabbed me earlier from behind. I don't know how you have me or which hand you have me. These are a lot of standard hapkido self-defense moves that we teach our students to not only learn physically, but to develop them mentally as well as spiritually. And hapkido, we do a lot of breathing techniques that would help you, that when someone is in an unprovoked attack and they're grabbed, it's very easy to react.
Yeah, panic attack, right?
You panic attack. You take a big deep breath and you hold it and you freeze up.
Yeah.
So in hapkido, we do a lot of breathing techniques and whatnot to help you to be more in a response mode as opposed to a reacting mode in an attack.
Okay, just to try and keep relaxed, even though you're being attacked right now.
Try to keep calm. Try to keep calm, but at the same time, you got to assert some authority, and that's why I constantly remind my students, you got to train with an attitude. You got to train with like a mission, because you got to really train hard, because these are bad times out there. Whether you're a child that might be getting bullied in school, or as an adult with all the crime that's going on out there.
It can happen at any age.
Anybody, exactly.
Self-defense you're never too old to learn.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Which brings me to my next point. You've been teaching self-defense for how long here?
I've had my school. I started my school back in 1974. This is our 36 years that we've had the school.
Wow, it's a long time. It's a long time. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Showing me some techniques. I'm feeling it a little bit, but it was good having you.
Good. Thank you.
If you're interested in learning more about martial arts, check out the American Judo Hapkido website at www.judo-hapkido.com. Also on Facebook. This has been an episode of The Green Room. Tune in next time to see us feature more local talent here in Greene County.